Better late than never, baby.
That's right.
I think we kind of live by that motto with our podcast.
I do that. I mean, I live by that period. You know that.
Oh man. But looking at the actual finale of season 10 of The Walking Dead, and you know what, JP, I'm just going to go out the gate and say it. I really like this episode.
Yeah, man. It might be one of the rare occasions where the show did a better job with the story than the comic book. Do you feel that way?
I agree. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely. I think the only thing missing that the comic covered was kind of, in the comic, one of the big differences that you didn't see in the show, and yes, comic spoilers, and we didn't even introduce ourselves for those that might be new to the channel. We just jumped in like everybody knows us. I'm Justin, by the way.
Yeah, I go by JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead. If you're into The Walking Dead, definitely consider subscribing to our channel, because we cover a lot of Walking Dead content. And if you just like podcasts in general, consider checking out our Patreon, where you get extra podcasts each week, extra segments, and all of that cool stuff. But with intros out the way, back to the episode. JP, and it's not even really a complaint, more of just like a criticism, because I thought this episode was phenomenal. One of the few episodes they've had in this little 6-episode extension that were kind of, all of them have had less characters, but like this one, man, was Jeffrey Dean Morgan and his wife were way more entertaining to watch than Daryl and Carol.
Yeah, that's for sure. And was it just me, or does like a young Negan look kind of like Nicolas Cage?
I could totally see that. I knew he looked familiar and I couldn't put my finger on it, but that might be it. But the only criticism that I have on the episode, and they did kind of touch on it. So again, this is not I'm not downing the episode. I thought this episode was top notch, but the only thing the comic gave us a little bit more of is like, because I think I was talking to Seth, the Appalachian American, earlier, and he said he hadn't read the comic. So we're going to give a little bit of comic show comparisons here. So if you don't want spoilers for that, I'm sorry, but here's Negan came out a while back. But so in the comic, Lucille just straight up dies in the hospital. Like Negan's cheating on her with some not so attractive chick, and then he gets the call. He goes over there, and she ends up dying. And him leaving the hospital, it's like right when everything was popping off. And in the comic, it's not so much focused on Lucille and Negan's relationship as it is like his ascension from like regular Negan to Apocalypse Negan. So the only thing that was missing was I would have loved just a little bit extra of like him becoming the Negan we met. But I mean, I get it. They laid the brickwork. He kind of became that Negan at the last scene with that biker guy. But I thought it was awesome. Like from front to back, I very much enjoyed this one.
Yeah, dude, with what you're saying, I totally think this could have been like a 2-part episode, so we could have seen him, kind of build his following and all that kind of stuff. But it was,
how cool was it to see Laura again with the barcode tattoo?
Yeah, man, that was wild. So I guess he, they stuck with him for the long haul. Well, except for we never saw the doctor again, but.
And that's kind of like my question: where'd the guy go?
Well, hopefully he didn't get thrown into a furnace like, one of the other doctors.
But... hopefully he didn't go banging one of Negan's wives.
Yeah.
Oh, no, JP. Oh, no. Look at your screen.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, the Coleman imposter Domingo.
This is the real Coleman Domingo, and he's not happy about you being here. And then someone told him, well, let's see. So then he followed up with this. And Ashley O'Neill, trying to defend your honor here, says, no, wait, the comments keep moving faster than I can keep up, says, not to hurt JP's feelings, but alas, Coleman says, I do as I please.
Well,
sorry, Ashley, I do as I please. Right now, I want JP to please fuck off.
No, the real Coleman would never say that, and he's so empathetic. He would never behave in such a manner.
No, I think
him.
that
I know him better than anyone.
You think you know him, but you don't know him.
But
no, So, so all right, I got a question. This might make me sound like a complete dummy, and I apologize. But so it's actually a two-part question. You ready?
Yes.
All
I
right.
hope so.
So one, Lucille committed suicide, correct?
She did.
And why? Just was she knew she was holding Negan back and she was ready to let him go? I mean, like, kind of what was the deal with that? That was the only part that I was kind of like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think she just knew that, her time was up and she was just ready to, peace out. And plus, I mean, I'm sure she was in a lot of pain with the cancer and all that stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think she just wanted to go out on her terms,
Jimmy Schneider agrees with us that it definitely should have been a two-part episode instead of being force-fed Daryl and Carol for 2 episodes.
Yeah, dude, I would have much rather had this be a two-parter than Daryl and Carol get 2 episodes. Jeez Louise.
No kidding. What's up, Eternal Rex says, who else got Breaking Bad vibes with this? What a phenomenal episode. It was a phenomenal episode. Now, I didn't get the vibes then, but now that you mention it, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, man, with like there were a lot of flashbacks, but yeah, with the flashbacks and then even the biker guy like calling him a bitch at that one point, I was just like, geez, man. This might be one of the neo-Nazis that are, moving meth towards the end of Breaking Bad.
Yep. Disney Rock says we should get another episode of Here's Negan to show more of how he became Negan. Love when the doctor's daughter handed Negan the bat. Mind blown, and she became one of Negan's lieutenants. Yeah, she was one of his top people, man. She was on up there. And speaking of which, Donkosaurus Rex says, wow, she was in the Saviors. I'm horrible at recognizing human beings' faces. Well, she would looked a lot different, though. In this, she had kind of long, thicker hair, whereas back when she was, in the Saviors with Negan, she had her hair usually pulled back in a ponytail, and that barcode tattoo was a lot more prominent. So probably would have noticed it more if that was, Coleman Domingo showing some love for Jeffrey, says Jeffrey was so wonderful. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, that's one thing I can agree with this farcical person with. He was
Coleman,
amazing.
Coleman, I think you need to clear the air right now, Coleman. Is this the real Coleman Domingo? And if you are, can you do something to hurt JP's feelings? Let's see. JP, didn't you say you had AMC Plus?
I did, but once I figured out, like, even watching the episode early, it wouldn't be possible to live stream on nights I had to work. That there was really not much point in having it, so I no longer have it.
Maddie Williams says this also explains why she, talking about Laura, the girl with the barcode tattoo, was so loyal to Negan as a savior. Yeah, because after getting them in hot water, he at least he came back and saved their asses.
Yeah, man. I really wish she was still around so we could kind of explore that relationship more, but it was nice seeing her for this time.
Alas, Beta bashed her brains against a jail cell or something.
Yeah, he did.
Disney Rock says she wanted him to stay and to stop trying to make up for his past and how he treated her and keep looking for gas and meds. Yeah, she did want him to stay, and he did just decide, to try and go, but it was for a good reason. Cuckingham Palace back again, saying Negan will never ascend to the same level of Denise.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. What a fine actress she was.
If you say so.
I'm being very sarcastic. Did y'all catch Negan saying all I see is red? And yep, all I kept thinking of was Cowboy Morgan before he was Cowboy Morgan.
Yeah. And that could be a cool thing to tie these characters together later on.
Ashley O'Neill, can you elaborate a little bit? Says y'all might be blowed about the mid-season premiere of Fear.
Oh, dude, no, I want to have AMC Plus again.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, because that's next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I didn't know they released it this early though. Shit.
I didn't either, man. So, next week, guys, what I'm planning to do, see, the unit I have that I'm currently talking through hooks up to the PC, but it's not quite just plug and play. Like when you plug it in, you have to go through a little setup process with it. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, until I can get some extra RAM in the computer that I'm using now, is I'm going to plug this sometime in the next couple of days into my MacBook and get it set up. And then that way, at least if nothing else, next week I can have my MacBook and we'll be able to have the audio. And what took us so long to get this going, we've been trying since time, but it took that long just to pull up Gmail and send JP the link. So I'll try moving to the MacBook next week until I can get this computer doctored up and running a little bit better. But anyways, hope everybody had a great Easter, by the way. I saw Eternal Rex said Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, my man. I hope it was awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude. If you saw his Snapchat, man, as normal, he's grilling up some awesome stuff, or was grilling
Hey, I was on the grill today, too.
Oh, no kidding.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, Ashley, if you were talking about the episode, I haven't, definitely don't spoil Fear the Walking Dead. No spoilers. We haven't seen it yet, so my bad on that. I didn't quite understand what you were saying. I completely forgot that Fear starts back next week. So I was just more saying like, huh? But now I get what you're saying. No, please don't spoil it. But is it safe to say it's a good episode? Like I just get, that's all I need. Just, is it good? And we'll be good for that. Let's see here. Maddie Williams says, when Lucille was in the car and turned the radio off, was the report talking about the virus? Yes, it was, because it talked about the murderers eating the flesh of their victims.
Yeah, either that or was in the middle of like a bath salts epidemic. Like a lot of people just got onto some bath salts.
That's what it could. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody got a hold of that sky blue.
Yeah. But no, that was a really, really cool thing. I mean, she's there as the world's falling apart. Like her world's falling apart just as the rest of the world starts falling apart. Pretty cool.
Let's see here. I'm reading. Oh, Lord. You know something we didn't think of, JP?
What's that?
We'll get back to this episode. I don't want to get, Fear will have its time. But one thing I didn't think about, and they just kind of were talking about in the comments section, well, I think you and I had said, actually, on our review of the Fear the Walking Dead mid-season finale, that we thought it was okay, but that, it seemed more like the episode before the mid-season finale.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't a big fan of it with the stupid taxidermy
and here's
guy.
the thing. Here's the thing. According to them, that was right. The premiere was actually supposed to be the finale, so some big ish is probably going down.
So does that mean we're gonna get 9 episodes on this tail end season? Like how many are we getting?
Not 100% sure.
But no, I'm stoked, man. I think it's gonna be a kick-ass finale to what's been a solid season.
Oh yeah, Ramen says so. Laura was the first savior. It certainly looks that way.
Yeah, it does.
I really am curious as to like if the guy became a savior as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see
him. Or if that's why he
like
pieced out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he would have stuck with Negan. I don't see him, like Breaking Bad or whatever.
Well, he kept calling Laura his daughter, so I don't know. I'm assuming he just died somewhere along the lines.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
Also, what was it that I saw? Okay, so Eternal Rex saying that this episode was in his. This is how bad my computer sucks, guys. It was definitely top 20 episodes of The Walking Dead, maybe higher. I could put it in my top 20. 20 is a big
definitely.
number. I don't know. I don't know I'd probably put it in my top 10, to be completely honest with you, because we actually got a full comprehensive backstory that made sense, was entertaining. I thought it was great. As far as my top 5, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely worked its way into my top 20, probably into my top 10.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. It was solid top to bottom, man. And to think they pulled it off with just a handful of actors.
Thinking. Oh, yeah. What do you think Negan was thinking when he was staring at Maggie?
Dude, I think he's like, this is my house now. What's up? Or I think there was a lot of sexual tension between them, too.
Oh, get over it. Maggie and Negan are never going to hook up.
Dude, they're setting everything in place. I think it's bound to happen.
I think you're bound to be crazy because Maggie and Negan in the comics, if you ever read any or watched, any of our comic reviews, JP was dead set that Maggie and Negan were going to start humping. And I told him he was crazy. But now he's carrying that madness over into the show.
No, dude, I think the deck is stacked for that to happen. I mean, definitely did you see that look in her eyes?
It would definitely be, yeah. It was a look of like, I want to rip your throat out.
And where does that eventually lead to?
Not typically sex, but I will say, hey, if they end up hooking up, it's going to be some definite like hate scrumping going on. Yeah. Ashley O'Neil weighing back in saying yes, 9 episodes for the second half.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Appalachian American Negan said time and time that he was with people, but they always died. So maybe dude got killed. Yeah, and in the comics, that's kind of part of his arc. Is like the part that you didn't see in the episode in the comics after Negan gets out on his own. He actually ends up with a lot of different groups of people, and he always ends up being the only survivor. Because people won't do what he says. Like he'll say, we need to do this, and they don't listen, then they all die. So basically, like towards the end of the Here's Negan comic, and again, spoilers, but this has been out forever. But, he basically is like, all right, here's how you're going to do it. Like he just gets tired of trying to be somewhat diplomatic and is just like, with this new group of people, like, all right, here's the deal. I'm Negan. You're going to do everything I say.
How'd you like Negan talking to his past self?
I thought that was a great scene, man. Such a great scene.
Wasn't that cool?
It's so cool that after a couple of years, he's able just to kind of snap back into that.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was seamless. So seamless.
Let's see. Cuckingham Palace. Maggie wants to be his dominant. I don't know. JP probably agrees with you.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something to that.
Kate Domingo says Negan was like, guess what, biatch? I'm not going anywhere. I'm really interested to see, like, I don't know, like what that look was about, because he's trying to get back in. I don't know. And Ashley O'Neil says that Negan was thinking, I'm about to show her the person I really am. So, and Ramen says, I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan showed that he could be a decent replacement for Rick as the new lead. Yeah, and I think we actually talked about that a while back. Like you and I were talking about, like, if Rick ever left, is there anybody on the show that could carry the lead? And it's like, I love Norman Reedus. I love Daryl, but I don't think Daryl he's not that intriguing when it's like Daryl-centered episodes. He's a great I don't want to say background. He's a great supporting character.
Yeah.
But I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan could totally lead it.
Yeah. It's just kind of a shame he's, taking the lead as the series is ending. But
now this is interesting from your best friend in the world here, Mr. Coleman Domingo. Rumor has it that Lauren Cohen and Jeffrey Dean Morgan hooked up on the set of Batman versus Superman. I mean, I hope it was a quickie, because they were only on that for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, they were on set for like half a day. So, I don't know. Is there anything to back that up? I know you said a rumor. So where did the rumor come from?
This person is full of lies. Don't believe anything. But that would be awesome.
Shots fired, Coleman. Shots fired. James Gallagher says, season 11, Negan teaches Herschel how to swing a baseball bat. That would either be awesome or just cruel. Somehow I think it would be a perfect blend of both.
Yeah. And oh boy.
Jimmy Schneider says that Ezekiel would not want them to go into the Barn of Pleasures together, JP.
What? Why not? Anything goes. Everything's swept under the rug in there.
Ashley O'Neil says, just thought of this. Did they ever do a crossover? Maybe Strand and Aaron could get together. JP, how do you feel about that? Somebody getting with your man?
I mean, I think they'd be a power couple for sure. Yeah, I think that'd be a good pairing.
I agree with James Gallagher's 30 watching and only 15 likes. Hit that like button like Lucille hitting Glenn. Pop our eyes
Yikes.
out, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man, Disney Rock says Maggie makes the new Dale stink face at Negan. I'll show you what kind of man I am.
Yeah, you think that's what Negan's gonna do to get in her good graces?
He's just gonna expose himself to her.
I mean, that'd be one way to go about it.
Look, honey, it ain't gonna touch itself.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
goodness.
my god. Oh, I didn't even see that. Jimmy Schneider, Negan's going to be like, okay, Maggie, I'll show you what kind of man I am. If you're new to the channel, that's an inside joke between us and the listeners about a misunderstanding of a title of an episode, which actually is my favorite moment in the history of this podcast.
I've got to agree with that. It's stuck with me.
I just see Dale's face. Like in my mind, he's doing that kind of face he does where he kind of looks like he smells a fart,
Yeah.
but he's not sure who it came from. And he's just kind of judging, and his nose is a little in the air, but he's looking down, and he's got his teeth, like lip pulled kind of up where you can kind of see his gums. And he's like, I'm going to show you what kind of a man I am.
I wish they would bring that actor back as Dale's twin brother. I really think that would be great for the last season.
His name could be Rail.
Yeah.
Or no, just call him Chip.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Our mom was really into Disney cartoons.
Oh,
Foxy and the Puppet Show says, in my opinion, Negan deserves a spinoff long before anyone else. What are your thoughts? Foxy and the Puppet Show, I personally agree with you 110%. I think if any character could carry a spinoff show and keep us engaged and interested, it would be Negan, aka Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, 100%. That would be at the top of my list if they were like, hey, what kind of spinoff you want? Give me Negan. That's it.
He's just so charismatic. See, that's the thing. Like, I like Daryl. I like Jeffrey. I like Norman Reedus. And the things I say about Daryl are not a reflection of Norman Reedus's acting. I think he's a great actor, and I'm excited to see because some other stuff he might do in the future. I mean, he was great in the Boondock Saints, but I mean, like Daryl has kind of become just a one-dimensional character. It's just my opinion. He feels that way anyway. I mean, he's got like sweet Daryl where he loves, but he's also like kick-ass Daryl who will kick your ass if you mess with him. But Daryl just doesn't, and Carol's very similar. They're both great characters, but like Daryl, Jeffrey Dean Morgan has got so much charisma that he can just carry the show with, I feel, without the supporting characters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Some people speculate that Negan's going to play a big part in the Carol Daryl series. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Let's see. Coming from Eternal Wreck, this is it, guys. The last season is coming out of liquor, but got some beer. Left toast to everyone. Hey, I was drinking some beer earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's really kind of sad to think.
It's bittersweet.
That's the better. You're right. That's the better way to say it. It's bittersweet, not so much sad. I mean, it's like if I had my way, the show would never end. If I was rich, I would just pay the whole staff to just keep making the show for my amusement. But unfortunately, we don't have enough Patreons supporters for that.
No, not yet.
But at the same time, you can only keep a show going for so long before it ends up just kind of limping along, just making episodes for the heck of it. So nothing would make me happier than for them to be like, psych, we're going to keep going, which actually Jeffrey Dean Morgan even said season 11 wasn't supposed to be the end, that it was a surprise to him, just like it was to us, that they were ending it in season 11. But
yeah, and I mean, honestly, I don't think it's I know we have spinoffs coming, but I think they're going to reboot it, like reboot the main series in a weird sort of way, bring Andrew Lincoln back. And just
like
kind of
reboot it.
I mean, not reboot it, like
over?
start from scratch, but they're just like a soft reboot, kind of, like bring it back just a little in a different way. I don't know. I think the Rick movies are going to reboot the franchise so to speak.
Well, they've already said they're going to be very different from The Walking Dead, so I don't have a clue what that means.
Yeah, who knows?
They're going to be like spy movies.
Oh wow, okay. But with zombies.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm being sarcastic. I'm saying they'll try something off the rails like that. We figured we'd actually turn the Rick movies into a romantic comedy.
I think Andrew Lincoln would do well with that. I mean, the stuff with him and Michonne was heartwarming.
It's like some new chick. We'll say her name's like Alicia, and it's like Rick loves Alicia, but he also loves Michonne. One's very, one's new, one's older, but one also has a machete. I don't know. I'm not good at. I don't watch many romantic comedies, so I'm not even really good at coming up with a trailer. But it's like the katana will fly.
I mean, that's the perfect angle to bring Madison in. She can be the new love interest.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the comments saying they couldn't. There's a lot of characters, I guess, that we said we liked, that they were just in disbelief that we liked.
Really?
Madison being one of them. Zakai, hey boys, what's up, Zakai? I hope you've been
Zakai, what's up, down under? We love Zakai.
Or like somehow Jess survived getting eaten by the zombies, and it's like an old flame returns. One's really good with a pair of scissors. The other's better with a katana.
Yeah.
The hair will fly.
Oh man. Oh, maybe there was a dumpster she crawled under and we just didn't see.
Jess will be like, back off, Michonne, or I'll cut your dreads.
Yeah.
I have a pair of scissors and I ain't afraid to use them.
Oh man.
Was that okay? So here's a question from Thin Ice Group that I was wondering myself. It says, was that Leah's cabin that Carol took Negan to? Was that?
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
It definitely could be.
Yeah, I did not even consider that, but he is definitely not the loner type. He is done with that single solo dolo life.
Donkeysaurus Rex says Rick ends up stranded in the former UK, having to be the new sheriff in town. It'd be funny, like, to watch because he's actually, he's British or he's English in real life, so it's like to watch him play an American trying to adjust to like British life would be hilarious.
Yeah, you could bring the Shaun of the Dead crew in there. It'd be a great time.
Donkeysaurus Rex says Madison, Nick, and Travis, their funeral pyre is how Fear the Walking Dead rose like a phoenix to become the best show. I agree about Travis. Travis just, I mean, I could have seen potential with Travis. All right, like I could have seen him becoming good, but Nick and Madison were awesome.
Yeah, I love both of them. I thought the series definitely hit a lull after Nick died.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even though his death was one of the best deaths in the history of any Walking Dead show out there.
Yeah, agreed.
Ashley O'Neill says it was Leah's cabin.
So
I guess you just figure, well, I'm gonna put Negan here so that hopefully when Daryl's ex-lover comes back, she'll screw Negan, and then maybe Daryl will walk in and be like, baby, no, and then he'll come back to me.
Did you love seeing Negan?
That's Carol's plan.
Negan revisiting the last battle with Rick and digging up Lucille.
That was bittersweet. Like seeing the little, which that little thing hanging in the tree that Rick slit Negan's throat with is so random.
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
It's like it's not even near anybody's house. Somebody was just like, "Oh, this is a super nice tree. It's a great place." What do they even call those things? I mean, it's like stained glass, but what did they used to call those? Yeah, my mom used to have them in her window when I was a kid.
Yeah, same here. And I was always afraid I was going to break it, but
I don't know,
man. You know how these folk artists are.
Yeah. Let's see here. Looking through the comments, you guys are commenting almost faster than I can get to. James Gallagher says Negan eating dog food. Oh, how the turntables turn.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I wonder if that's why he didn't give it to Daryl as a punishment. He just, hey, here's my favorite meal. Do
you think that's why he was so attached to Daryl? He was like, before her cancer, Lucille had long hair. Daryl has long hair. Let's feed him the dog food and see if he'll be as accepting as Lucille. If he is, he's going to be my next Lucille. But alas, Daryl wasn't really as grateful for the dog food as Lucille was.
Daryl and Lucille do kind of favor one another, so there may be something to that theory.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Him coming back, finding her dead like that.
Yeah, dude, that was heavy. Like, I mean, I kind of felt like that was coming, but that was heavy.
Oh yeah, we knew. Well, excuse me. But it's like the thing was is I knew he was going to find her dead, but a thing I didn't I have completely forgot as we were getting to that point was, oh wait, if she dies, she's coming back as a walker. I was expecting him to walk in the room and she'd just be like dead on the bed or whatever. And then it's like right as he was getting to the door, I was like, wait a minute, if she died, it meant she came back as a walker.
Yeah, and looking at the state of decomposition, she probably offed herself not long after he left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and going to a comment here from Disney Rocks. Here's what's cool. Did you guys hear Jeffrey Dean Morgan said the ending with him coming back to Alexandria was not planned originally? No, Disney, and please fill us in on what the original plan was. I would love to hear that. And I actually was going to bring that up earlier. That's where it varies from like Negan's comic. Not here's Negan's story arc, but you know, in the comics, Negan, if you watch our reviews on those, we kind of hated that Negan just like wandered off into the woods and you won't, then he's like gone. And then you kind of get a glimpse of him on the last issue, but he just pretty much is out. So I do like him coming back to Alexandria. That's quite a departure from the comics.
But what do you think his angle is? You think he just wants to prove that he's reformed? Do you think there's something up his sleeve? You think that maybe, you know, him thinking about his former self, he wants to take over the show? I mean, what's up?
Well, excuse me. I thought that he was, you know, wanted to come back just to show that he could be better. Like I thought that was his entire plan. But the way he looked at Maggie was almost like menacing.
Yeah, dude, it really makes you wonder. I mean, you would think he'd just, you know, I don't know.
I mean, I'm just telling you,
show up
if
with
you're
his
at the
hat in his
gas
hand.
station, like if you're at the gas station, if some dude walks by your car looking at you like that, and he continues to walk like 100 more yards, still staring at you and grinning, you're probably gonna be like one or two things, like I'm gonna get out of here. This dude's about to rob me, or you're gonna be like, "What's up? What you staring at?"
Yeah, it was very eerie.
From Maddie Williams, I think a great reboot could focus on the Terminus people a season, focus on the Whisperers a season, focus on the Governor a season. That would be really cool. But that you might get something similar to that with the Tales of the Walking Dead or Tales from the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'd be all right with that.
Going to be more similar to that.
Yeah.
Where you get to see kind of like how I'm hoping. I really hope the Governor comes back. Hell, I wouldn't mind Shane coming back. I think it'd be dope if Shane and Lori would come back and we could kind of see, you know, we saw a flashback of them on the road outside of Atlanta when they started dropping napalm on the city, but like show us beyond that. How did they meet these other people? We know Carol was there, but how did they get that camp set up? I mean, there's like a month of missing time there we could see.
Yeah, and we get some more time with Dale, hopefully.
And I'll tell you too, man, I'm kind of bummed the way Lucille broke in the show, which I guess they didn't have no choice at this point, because in the comics it breaks over Beta's back.
Oh, that's right.
You know, and in the show it just breaks over. It's so funny because Negan must have like crazy good hearing. Because why is it in the show some people can be in like the dead quiet and a walker can just sneak up behind them and bite their throat out? Negan hears one from like 300 yards out. Has time to like relive his life, right. Come back, and the zombie is just getting close to him.
Yeah.
Ashley O'Neill says, did y'all think the biker guy sounded like Merle? Yeah, he looked very familiar too.
I thought so too.
You almost had like a Ray Liotta look to him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cuckingham Palace says, Daryl, Carol, Maggie, and Gabe will pay for eating those dogs. You're going way back, Cuckingham.
I forgot about any dogs getting eaten.
Ashley, y'all, not y'all, it's the computer. It's moving faster than I can. Let's see. Maybe Negan can make it up to Maggie by bringing her back a box of Popeye's chicken. I know that would Be a good start.
Yeah, that'd make me happy.
I do love a good Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Cuckingham Palace, who looked like Brad Pitt? If you're talking about the biker guy, I beg to differ. He looked like Claimer Joe from season 4. Ashley, I was thinking, like when I was watching it earlier, I was thinking it'd been cool if they would have tied it into like the Claimers or something, like especially with some of these flashbacks. It'd be cool to start seeing them kind of paths converging.
Yeah, man. That would have been a cool way to do it.
From UV, I always thought Negan wasn't actually Negan's name. I'm so sorry I keep yawning, guys. It's been a long, tough weekend. I always thought it would be something like Mike or Bruce. I could see Bruce.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm Bruce. It just don't have the same ring to it.
I'm glad that Negan clarified their favorite version was Joe Cocker's You're So Beautiful, because that is by far the best one.
Oh, yeah. I like how you described Joe Cocker's voice, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a great scene there at the end.
Would you beat a dude half to death for interrupting a song that you like?
Oh, hell yeah, man. If I've had enough beers and like my song finally comes on the jukebox and somebody, messes with it, yeah, there's going to be trouble.
Oh, snap.
There's going to be trouble. Like if Steely Dan's Dirty Work comes on and somebody starts singing along, yeah, I'm gonna make a point to say something. That's it.
Disney Rock says he came back to prove to his dead wife that he could do better. Carol sent him away. It was all her. Oh, she did. Yeah. I know. I get why he came back. I just want to know why he stared Maggie down like he wanted to like fight her.
It was definitely a weird move.
Like that's a schoolyard stare down, right? Like that was the kind of stare down where like somebody and you were having beef and you've been talking a little shit here and there, and then like, you see each other going down the hallway, but you're not really at a point where you could fight, but you just want to let them know like, yo, I'm still coming after you type deal. That wasn't like I'm going to do better and one day you're going to love me, Maggie. Look, that was like I'm about to rock your shit when you ain't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, I think Negan's only got 2 speeds, and that's one of them. Just the, yeah, hey, here's Negan. I don't know.
Are you ready for what's probably going to be your favorite comment of the night?
Oh, Jesus.
Check it out.
Negan's going to give Maggie his cocker. Okay, yeah. I'm down for that. I'm calling it right here and now.
You've called it right here and now for several years. It's not going to happen.
It's finally coming to fruition.
From UV, you guys think some Walking Dead characters knew each other from the old world, like Negan knew who Tyrese was. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Negan will be fully redeemed. He has to be. We don't have Rick. He saved Rick in the comic like 2 times. He has to do something good for Maggie, and he will save Herschel from the Reapers. I think, honestly, the way it's playing now, with now knowing that Negan's back in Alexandria, I think if you follow the comics, I think they're going to probably give Maggie, excuse me, that's how you know it's live. I think they might give Maggie more of Rick's role, not the way it plays out in the end, but I'm just talking about the Negan and because they gave the Alpha Rick relationship kind of to Daryl.
Uh-huh.
So I think they're going to probably give some of the Rick Negan relationship to Maggie and Negan. Man. Like that'd he's going to save her, all of that. Oh man, there were several bless yous that popped up. You guys are so sweet. For the longest time, most of my life, I've held in sneezes. Like when I sneeze, I don't really like let it out. I just like stifle it, which is not good at all for like your inner ears and your sinuses and everything. So I'm just now making myself start sneezing hard.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard that's not healthy.
Donkeysaurus Rex says T-Dog probably knew Jerry. Oh, that'd be a cool crossover.
Yeah, that'd be a great.
That'd be a great sitcom.
Yeah.
It's Jerry and T-Dog.
Not
Roar,
watch.
dude. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Oh, wow, man. Coleman Domingo throwing some more shade on you.
What? I'll make you go away, you imposter. I'll make him go away forever.
Snap. If JP sees you, he's going to give you that Negan Maggie stare.
If that's what it takes, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, it's maybe Negan will sacrifice his life for Herschel in the future. It would be poetic end for the character. You know what? I would be okay with that, Sakai. I would actually be okay with that. Nothing like the comics, but I could get behind that. Like a kind of a full circle type deal.
Yeah, I don't want to see Negan go, but he's definitely got to have some big exclamation point at the end. I don't know.
I'd rather see him, though I'm not going to lie, I'd rather see him die saving Herschel than Maggie. And I say that because if he dies saving Herschel, at least you can conscrew it to be some kind of like full circle, as he said, poetic way, because then you could be like, well, if he wouldn't have killed Glenn and they wouldn't have went through all of that, then he wouldn't have been there to save Glenn's son. And if he dies in the process, he's ultimately trading a life for a life, trading his life for the life he took in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, Coleman Domingo ain't scared of nothing you got to say, JP. Read that one out loud.
He says I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper bag. Well, he'll find out what's wet, brown, and soggy when I get done with him. And
my question is, where did that saying come from? Like, at what point did human beings find their whole bodies trapped inside of a wet paper bag?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe parents used to put their kids in like big brown grocery bags or something.
Let's see. Okay, I have to get up in like 6 hours, so I got to try and get a little sleep. Good night. Good night, James. I have to be up in 5.5 hours. So, yeah, I feel your pain on that, brother.
Yeah.
From Dragos, are you guys going to keep podcasting other things after the Walking Dead series ends? Hell yeah. What that'll be, though, I don't know. We'll have to find some other show. I would love if some other show was starting as it ended, so we could just jump onto that and keep going.
Yeah. Maybe say at some point I've definitely got some thoughts on like Falcon Winter Soldier, especially this last episode.
I got to catch up on that, man. I think we should do a series recap once that's done.
Yeah, it's only 3 more, I think.
Yeah, we should definitely do like a series recap on that once it's complete. But yeah, we'll definitely keep going after it's over with. Let's see, from Donkeysaurus Rex, do y'all think Negan coached baseball, basketball, or football? Because like no one is just a gym teacher.
I think he could probably coach girls volleyball.
They actually answered that in the comics. Remember, he taught ping pong.
Yeah, that's right.
He taught ping pong.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Now that I think about that, though, like nobody is just a gym teacher, right? Like nobody I've ever met past elementary school. I mean, anybody in middle school or high school that was a PE coach or PE teacher was also like the football coach or the baseball coach or something.
Yeah, man, I think he was volleyball. Like, no kidding.
I could actually see him coaching basketball, believe it or not.
Yeah, he's got the height for it. He's got the reach.
Yeah, he's like 6'1" or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eternal Rex says, oh, no, wait. Sorry. It jumps so... I didn't mean to skip you, Eternal Rex. It just jumps so fast sometimes. I know it's off topic, but I want to hear y'all's opinion on the man from Torrid. Oh, I know all about that. We could totally do a podcast about that, and I wouldn't even have to do it. Well, I might would do some research just to refresh, but I've read all about that.
No, I don't even know about that.
It's a mysterious man. They found his body on the beach. Mm-hmm. I think they said he died from cardiac arrest is what they say. But long story short, there's a lot more to it. But he had a piece of paper in his hand that was written in another language and translated what was in his hand, basically translated to end, like the end.
Huh.
It's very interesting. Some people think he was a spy. Some people think he was like from another time. Some people think he was from another dimension. It was very interesting. He actually had a coded message with him that was never decoded.
Well, I'll have to look into that.
Let's see. From Disney Rocks, the only way Maggie will be okay even a little with Negan is if he saves Herschel. That's got to be why the Reapers were introduced. Twist from the comics. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to save Herschel.
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, this is the only way he'll get redemption.
Coming in for the rescue, JP. A message from the man himself, Mr. Rick Grimes. Take a read.
Who was insulting JP? Whoever it was, I'm gonna kill you. Jesus, this is getting intense.
Oh, snap.
This is getting very intense. Well, Rick Grimes, I don't think it's worth manslaughter, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Oh, you know what? I might have gotten mixed up. What I'm thinking about is the Tom and Shud case. What did Eternal Wreck? What was he talking about? Oh, the man from Torrid. Okay, so the man from Torrid is the guy that had all of this information. Yeah, I know that one too. Gosh, the T's must have mixed me up there. But yeah, basically what that one was that was a guy who was stopped at an airport and they were checking his, he had currency that didn't match any modern currency or any currency that from any country in existence. Also, he was pointing on a map showing where he was from and calling it something that does not exist. And yada, yada, yada. And basically, long story short, he kind of like disappeared. Like they had him kind of in custody and then like he was just gone.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't mind doing some research on that and, coming back into it. Uh-oh, Coleman Domingo, shots fired. Rick, come get it. I'm the man you're looking for.
That could be taken a few different ways.
JP, look at what your perversion has done. You've put two of your favorite characters from this show at odds with each other just
And
because you're horny. Yes, you.
It's this imposter. He's poisoning the waters.
Disney Rock says, my boys actually loved watching younger Negan playing video games when his wife came down and yelled at him. I've done that to my kids. I'm going to guess your wives have done that to you guys. I've actually never been fussed at for playing video games, but I don't really, play. I do play video games still, but not nearly as much as I'd like. And JP's only kind of just getting into video games.
Yeah, I actually just got a new Xbox game. It's a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order or something. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played that, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, man, I just happened to see it. I was like, oh, let me give that a shot.
And it's funny because talking comic to show comparison, him playing video games and cussing at the kids, that was definitely lifted from the comics. But in the comics, he was like coaching them in the garage, like ping pong, and he was cussing a lot, trying to sound cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that was still a cool little acorn.
Ashley O'Neill says, is it some kind of spoiler that Rick will kill Strand in the movies?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Rick Grimes says, Coleman, or is it Victor? Oh, man, let's just let them beef at it. Like, this is too good.
Intense.
From Zakai, do you blokes think Carol and Daryl will be in the third Rick movie and the Daryl and Carol series will lay down the groundwork for the Walking Dead motion picture? At this point, who knows?
Yeah, dude, there's no telling.
I don't even think the writers know at this point.
I'd say no, I don't either. I don't think anyone knows what's going on.
Donkosaurus Rex says this is the most dangerous live chat I've ever been in. Read
Justin
a
JP,
message.
I will protect you from this son of a bee.
Like Rick didn't even say bitch. He just said son of a bee.
Yeah. Oh,
from Beaverous Q&A, are you watching Invincible? I just finished up the last compendium. No, I'm not, but I'm going to.
Yeah, same here. And I really want to read it first, but God, there's so much ground to cover. I know it's not going to happen anytime soon.
JP, as the Rick and Coleman beef continues in the live stream, I will voice Coleman and you'll voice Rick when you read the comments, okay?
All right.
So from Coleman, Rick Grimes, bet. Come get these hands.
Again, that could mean a few different things coming from Mr. Coleman.
Snap. We'll wait for Rick's reply, and then you're gonna have to read it in Rick's voice.
Oh my word.
Cuckingham Palace, keep it up with the timeline here. How was he playing that in 2003? I mean, it was like the time jumps got a little bit. It was like 6 years or 12 years earlier. Yeah. 6 years earlier than that. A couple of days ago. 3 weeks, 2 days, 45 minutes, and 13 seconds in the future. Like, it was just all over the damn place.
It was a bit much.
Which they did, I remember playing Rainbow Six 3 on PlayStation 2 at a friend's house online with people back in like the early 2000s. So could have been. Yeah. All right, JP, get your Rick voice ready.
Victor, I defeated the governor, Joe the Claimer, Gareth, Negan. You don't have what it takes to take me down.
Oh, snap. From Coleman, JP, shut up. I'm going to beat Rick just like the governor did. It's heating up, man.
This is getting intense.
I feel like everybody's going to start fighting or making love, and there will not be an in-between. It's going to be one of those two.
Or maybe one will turn into the other.
You think that the same person is controlling both accounts? Maybe that's what's taken a while. He has to switch between accounts. That could
certainly be the case.
I had a good mind to just bring them into the chat. What if it was like, yes, JP, this is the real Coleman to bingo. I'm tired of your sexual advances.
Oh. I think he's just fine with them, and I think that they will be reciprocated in due time.
Oh, snap. Coleman Domingo fires back. Talking to Rick says, bro, chill out. You wouldn't have survived the governor if it wasn't for that saucy ninja. Damn.
Harsh words from a harsh man.
He's definitely harsh when it comes to you. He wants no parts of you. No. Despite how many parts of him you want. Anyways, we're so off subject. Jesus, your fighting is tearing us apart. Well, but no, I thought this episode, man, getting back to it as we kind of come to the close here, I thought tonight's episode was top notch. I thought it was very enjoyable. I thought it was very well written, very beautifully acted. Again, it just goes to show that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I think, is capable of carrying the show if someone needs. Because, I mean, we really haven't had a Rick role. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A Rick roll. Never going to give you. But no, we really haven't had anybody step in and fill Rick's role. I feel like they've kind of tested the waters with certain characters, but it's never really worked out.
Yeah, I definitely think Negan's the man for the job, and I love this episode top to bottom.
Yeah, and a good point from Eternal Wreck. It's not like it's going to be that long of a wait till season 11. It starts in August.
Oh, dude, I know. So excited.
Zakai says that all of this drama could be sorted out in the Barn of Pleasures.
I think we can all agree on that.
I think half the reason Coleman's so irritated with JP is because JP's fantasized about them two in the Barn of Pleasures.
Well,
all right. JP, you got to read again.
Victor, you're hitting way out of your league. You aren't on my level. You aren't even on the level below me.
The way you read Rick, I just expect him to like end it with cowboy. Or like, this town ain't big enough for the both of us. Coleman says, I guess I win. Rick went bye-bye. And then I guess about the time he posted that, Rick commented. So then he said, OMG, shut up. Actually, he had more P's than you. So he was like, OMG, shut up.
Oh my goodness.
I am
more
way
than-
above your level.
More than my
Then he
little heart can
says,
handle.
No wonder you can't see my level. You keep looking down. Oh, damn.
Jeez.
Rick Grimes says,
This chat ain't big enough for the both of us. God in heaven.
Cowpoke. No, this is a true story. But when JP and I were working in radio together, we wrote an ad for a vegetable produce stand where it was two cowboys squaring off in the commercial, and they were like, "This tomato ain't big enough for the both of us."
Yeah.
And then what was your line, JP?
It was like, well, shit, I can't even remember.
Come on, I remember. Yeah, you do. You know this. Because I'm the one that came in and said, this tomato ain't big enough for the both of us. And what did you say?
Well, something about going to the produce stand and getting one that's bigger. I can't remember.
Your next line was, well, what you going to do about it, partner?
That's right.
And then I said, we're going to go down to the produce.
Yeah.
Oh, Paradise Community says, I made it right as we're closing out.
Yeah, I've got like 6% battery life, and we've got a tussle on our hands.
Oh, we've got two heavyweights going at it. Yo, Coleman Domingo, final shot. Rick will give you 1 second to rebuttal, but this is going to... Actually, we're going to give you... All right, this is how we're going to close this out, because I do have to go to bed. JP's phone's going to die. All right. Coleman says, bro, you're a fictional cowboy, and I'm a real-life person. All right, so what we're going to do is each of you get one more response. You just rip. You get one comment each to tear the other apart. And then Coleman also fires back with, Rick Grimes eats shit.
Oh, my God.
All right, so you both get one more comment. So think about what you want to say. Rick Grimes, Coleman Domingo, throw your best insult at the other, and that is going to be it. We're going to have to wrap this thing up. Before we go, JP, we need to rate this episode. Between 1 and 5 stars, what is your rating going to be?
Just because I've been kind of rough on some of the past episodes, I'll give it a perfect 5. Why not?
Hot damn.
I'll do it. I'll go
perfect 5.
I enjoyed it, man, all the way through.
All right, so I guess Rick Grimes' final comment to Coleman. JP, read it.
Victor, you're gay.
Which he is.
Yeah, I mean.
Rick, come on, man. I feel like you could do better than that, but I guess that's kind of like me telling JP, you're bald.
Yeah. Well, accurate.
Then Coleman Domingo says, Rick Grimes, no shit, I'm gay. All right, so I guess Coleman Domingo's final insult to Rick is, Rick Grimes, every time you fight someone, you always cry and get your ass beat all the way till the script has you come out on top.
Damn, that was well thought out.
He kind of has a point. I mean, Rick can throw hands, no doubt, but Rick has gotten that ass beat quite a few times.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Rick Grimes, here we go. Final comment.
Justin and JP, I am not here to talk. I'm here to kill a certain someone. Victor, if you have balls, then you will meet me at the prison.
Was that Rick Grimes or George W. Bush?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. It might have
All
been a
these
little bit of Dale
OBGYNs can't practice their love making. Oh, man. Oh, well, it's been a fun podcast as always, and we're going to try and get back with you. I don't know if JP will be working or not, but we'll definitely going to be covering Fear the Walking Dead as well. So if you watch Fear the Walking Dead, we will be back next Sunday. Or at least I'll be back, and then JP will join whenever he's off on a Sunday.
Yes. Yes, I will, Justin.
All right, George W. Bush. Oh man, Victor Strand, Coleman Domingo, Rick Grimes. Kill Vic all you want, bro. He's a character. Come get these real hands, bro.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Did I send you the I don't know, Dad thing? I'm gonna send that boy ain't right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm getting tired, sleepy. So sorry we got a little distracted. I didn't plan on getting on the live stream tonight and having a Coleman Domingo and Rick Grimes battle here, but nonetheless, great episode. JP gave it a perfect 5. You know what? We try to never do this, but I'm just going to agree with JP and I'm going to give it a perfect 5.
Yeah,
because I mean, it just was a very enjoyable episode. It was a very, very heartfelt episode. Top to bottom, I enjoyed the entire thing. My only complaint is I wish we could have gotten more of just, even if it was just like a montage, just kind of Negan's progression from like losing Lucille to becoming straight up the leader of the Saviors.
Yeah, agreed, man. And I may lose power at any second, but I will agree with that wholeheartedly.
But hey, don't forget to check out the channel if you like podcasts in general or The Walking Dead. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/thepodcastingdead. We totally wanted to get 2 out this week. It didn't work out the way we wanted to, but we'll have you 2 this week for sure. Plus Wednesday WTF. So there's lots there that you get for very little. So go check it out. Help support the channel. And we'll see you soon. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead. Not with love, everybody. George W. Bush.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go wrangle these cattles and barber.
Yeah. Oh no.